share just what my final comments on these things. First, Waziri, I want to commit that we will help in educating Kenyans who travel to be of the best behavior, but you will agree with me that a vast majority of the people who live this country are peace-loving and law-abiding citizens. They did not leave Kenya as criminals themselves. They did not commit crimes here. They go there to look for better lives for themselves and for their families. And sometimes misfortune finds you. I had a friend called Marianne. She was bludgeoned to death in London just recently. I myself was deported from Angola just a few weeks ago. I had my papers correct. I had the visa. I arrived at the airport, and I must say that your ambassador there, Joyce Maiti, she was very supportive. She came to the airport herself, although I didn't even get a chance to wave at her, but she tried her best to get me into the country. So sometimes people run into problems not of their own making. We have a case of a young man who was arrested during the crackdown on opioids in the US, and he was a pharmacist, and he comes from Vihiga, that young man. I'm sure you know of that case. And all we want is that when things go wrong like that, there has to be some legal support from your country. As in, we've seen other people, when there's a crisis in southern Lebanon, their countries are very fast to evacuate them from there. Now for us, Kenya, honestly, Honorable CS, our citizens out there don't feel like their country is always going to be there. Immediately they fall into problems. It took a lot of time for us to get our people out of south of Lebanon, and you know it. You cannot compare the speeds with other countries. Now, just on this question of clarity, in fact, your ministry has issued a statement today, apparently disowning your friends from the RSF. Honorable CS, whereas it is wrong for us as Kenyans to go to other countries and commit crimes, why do we allow other people to commit crimes in our jurisdiction? The question of the RSF holding a meeting in the heart of the city here at KICC, claiming to be forming a parallel government, that's not something that should happen. It's similar to what you allowed to happen with M23. And then people who are just here for, they have come to visit us, like my friends Besike. Those are the ones you go for quickly and return them to Uganda. It doesn't present a very good picture on what we are as a people. We should be a safe haven. We should not allow people who are involved in conflict in their own countries to be holding press conferences here. I doubt that I would finish a press conference speaking in Uganda, for instance, about forming a parallel government anywhere else. So that clarity is also something that we want to hear from you. When did these RSF people stop being our friends? I've seen you have abandoned them today.
I think what I want to say is that Kenya's role in mediation and peacekeeping is not new. It's historical. And we can go back to moments when Jomo Kenyatta was the one bringing different factions of Angola to Kenya, and in fact the peace process started in Nakuru. So I really feel sad that you got that kind of treatment. But we'll try and understand the circumstances through diplomatic channels as to why you had to undergo that particular misfortune. Now, Kenya helps to provide a platform for various countries for people to talk. South Sudan, they have different factions. They have many peace efforts taking place in Nairobi. Mediation of different factions, different political groups. And Kenya has always offered that opportunity. In fact, you will recall that South Sudan began its journey here in Nairobi by different factions coming here and talking until they got their independence. When we look at the DRC, and you'll be familiar with the Luanda process, the Nairobi process, that terminology. which is now merged into one process. Heads of state of the East African Community and SADC came together in a summit, and they said, let us have one forum so that we avoid forum shopping of people cherry picking which meeting to go to and which one not to go to. It delays the peace process. You will find that the Luanda process was designed led by the president of Angola to broker the peace process between DRC and Rwanda, to bring dialogue between the two states, interstate. Then President Uhuru is leading the Nairobi process, which was to bring inter-Congolese dialogue, including the M23. So all the various factions in DRC, they fall under the Nairobi process. And these are processes acknowledged and recognized by the African Union. So Kenya talking to these people was not in breach. In fact, they will have to talk, because we are seeing interventions which are good. Anything that calls for ceasefire and we manage to achieve ceasefire, whether it is coming from the Middle East or whether it's coming from other quarters, is okay. But the long-term sustainability of the DRC will require deeper dialogue to go to the root causes. And this deeper dialogue will have to bring together a conversation of all these parties, M23 included. And that has been Kenya's position. It was not about interfering with another country. We don't even have a common border in between. So there's no way we can have any direct intervention that is that is inimical to those other countries. The same thing holds for the RSF. We have made it very clear that first, no parallel government was formed in Nairobi at all. We have gone public on this, and we have said that the challenge in Sudan will not be solved through a military process where one annihilates the other. It will be difficult. For 3 years, that is the approach that has been taken, and for 3 years, Sudan continues to suffer. So Kenya's position has been that bring the parties to the table. Let them be brought to the table. And by them coming here was to get them to talk. The Jeddah process, which was in Saudi, was convened to bring together both the RSF and the SAF. So it's not about us interfering, it's us saying let people dialogue. But no government, no parallel government was formed in Nairobi.
Thank you, CS. I think we have come to the end of this meeting. Maybe we'll give senators an opportunity to give a closing remark. Do you have anything to say in closing? Senator Mgeni?
I think on behalf of the senators, just to thank the CS for finding time to interact with us. This is the first time I'm serving in this committee, Security Foreign Relations. So we look forward to a good, hearty-working relationship. I think there are a number of issues we have raised that you will go back and look at with your technical staff. So we hope that we will have further engagements purely for the benefit of the people that you serve and we serve. Thank you.
Senator Sifuna?
Yeah, Chair, thank you. Certainly illuminating conversation. And I'm hoping that we will have more of these conversations and just to get to know where we stand as a nation in the community of nations. Interestingly, now I'm starting to ask myself whether I should be asking the ministry where I can and cannot travel. Because, Chair, you know, we have our own individual relationships, our moral convictions. I found myself as an election observer in Somaliland. There was a lot of noise. I didn't understand what the noise was for, because I know there's an embassy for Somaliland here in Kenya, in Nairobi, in my county.